All the other teams above us are playing really good football. You've got Liverpool in the top, Manchester City followed by Arsenal.
Don't say above. I think below also playing better football.
Below us, we have Everton.
Everton also playing better football. I rather watch it.
Ipswich.
Yeah. I rather watch them play though than the current menu game. There's no plan, no idea.
But in all honesty, Spurs were shit. Even though they won 3-0.
Yeah, interestingly, so what Zeng is saying is correct. So I was reading some of the British articles. They say that despite Spurs winning, they think that this manager, how do you pronounce Postecoglou? We need terrorists to do this. But this guy, they say that he's going to be sacked by the end of the season. I mean, by the end of by Christmas. Yeah, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't very impressive in the first 5 games this season, and I think he was like under a bit of pressure. And to be honest, I watched the Spurs menu game. Really, to be honest, I mean, the way menu were playing, Spurs couldn't. I mean, they would give another team on any given day, which, like, let's say Liverpool City, first half would have been gone 6-7-0. No sweat. Spurs couldn't even capitalize on the poor menu game.
Okay, welcome back, sports fans, and we're here as ordinary guys talking about the not-so-ordinary game of football. This week, we have with us Zeng. He's been our friend for very long. Actually, Zeng and Kwok have known each other the longest in our circle of friends. So I will let Kwok do the introduction of Zeng.
Okay, yes. Zeng has been a very good friend of mine since primary school. I think.
Primary 3 to be exact.
Yes, yeah. So we've gone way back, and Zeng is a valuable part of this group because he's the information highway. Anything you don't know, you just have to message him, and he has it. Yeah, he has the answers for you. Be it what's the best way to get from point A to point B, or
what's the best time to go to JB?
Yeah, best time to go to JB. Yeah. So he's can say Mr. Know-it-all.
Yes.
And really does know it all.
Yeah.
So
we're excited to have him on our panel today. We've been always wanting him on our panel, and today we finally have him. So we are very excited to have you and your voice.
Okay, hi guys. They call me Zeng, but you guys, some of you guys will know me as Alvin also. So yeah, just a quick introduction about me. I'm a huge Liverpool fan. You can see from my t-shirt. I've been supporting them since 2002. Not too early. Started off with Blackburn, and then after that,
You're a Blackburn fan?
I was a Blackburn fan way back, and then after that, I think EPL wasn't really that. There wasn't really much fan in Singapore back in the late 90s. And then after that, with the introduction of cable TV, Singtel, StarHub, and then the craze starts coming back.
And my colleague's client is a huge Blackburn fan. Even until today, Like he'll go and get all the signings on jersey. He'll go and meet the players. He'll go down and watch the matches all the way to Blackburn.
There are some very
Jones.
Jones.
Is he there now?
No,
It used to be there. That's where we bought him from, right? Yeah. But, okay.
Yeah. So that's about me.
All right, you will find out more about Zeng as we go along this podcast. He has a lot of valuable information. It's been an exciting week of football, or weekend of football, I should say. We're going to highlight a few matches, specific matches. I don't know if you boys watched the game, the first game of the weekend, Newcastle versus Man City. I don't think anybody was expecting this scoreline. Because of FPL as well, everybody was hoping that Haaland was going to score a lot of goals. But no, Newcastle actually held their ground pretty well.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the game?
I caught towards the end. I didn't really catch the starting part, especially the goals and stuff. But I heard Newcastle played pretty well.
Yeah.
They were holding City man for man and stuff.
But I don't think the penalty was Gordon.
Yeah.
I missed.
Why?
No.
He dived. It's quite clear that he dived.
But I mean, VAR, right? I mean, with VAR now, if it was a dive, then it would not have been given, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it. It's just the same. I wouldn't have given Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah.
which we will talk about there.
Talk about.
But yeah, interesting scoreline. I'm surprised that actually Man City didn't go and really win this game. So bringing back to last week's conversation, I don't know if you guys listened to it, but do you think Rodri missing in this team is a big impact to maybe them not winning this game? Or do you think, no, it's not because of that? It's like they just had their chances, they didn't take it.
I think Pep has already said Rodri is a very important player. There's no replacement for him. So you cannot buy anyone on bid for him. So maybe they are experiencing some change. They need to tweak their tactics. But it's good to see Grealish back.
Yeah. I think so. A lot of YouTubers are saying now, and a lot of people online are saying now that Rodri is gone. This is the best time for Arsenal to step on the pedal and just kind of full throttle all the way. Really, if they're not going to win it this season when there's no Rodri, they're probably never going to win it, right?
And it's a race between Rodri and I to get well.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh, just came back from his surgery. That's right.
The same ACL meniscus injury.
Oh yeah.
So
Do both of you have the same kind of rehabilitation program?
same skill level.
Different position. Come on. By the way, Zeng, you've been for this ACL surgery how many times now?
3.
How many legs do you have?
Yeah, I had 3 ACLs. Actually, I did 2 ACL and 2 meniscus.
Oh, okay.
The same leg.
All the same leg. So technically, I had 3 knee surgeries.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why recovery and listen to what your physiotherapist has to say. It's very important. Make sure that you don't get recurring injury.
Definitely.
So actually, all three of us have done ACL surgeries and meniscus surgeries.
Oh, you said meniscus?
Yeah. I thought my meniscus together with my ACL was all done at the same time. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. I second that. Rehabilitation is very important, guys. Don't forget that. So interestingly, because this game, obviously, we're talking about for Arsenal to put the pedal on, I really didn't think they were going to win the game.
What?
They were at 2-2.
Oh, yeah. Correct.
The Arsenal-Leicester City game. They were at 2-2 just at 90 minutes.
Just before lah. 80 something, right?
No, it's 90 plus 4 and 90
90
plus
plus
6
4.
or something like that. 90 plus 4 and 90 plus 8, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and did he own goal?
Yeah.
Then Kai Havertz got the loss.
Because I saw the thing and I wasn't feeling that great, so I said, okay, I will go and sleep. Because I thought 2-2. So I thought, oh, they're not stressed about this. Then when I woke up in the morning, 4-2. Yeah, so I was very shocked. Did you guys catch the game?
I saw the first 4 goals. James Justin was pretty good. Yeah, so I think it's common occurrence for Leicester. I mean, they've been crumbling late recently. I mean, the defense, they're just not there. I mean, not Premier League strong.
Yeah.
The experience, they couldn't shut at 2-2.
Yeah.
And, this is what happens.
Well, Arsenal played the pressure at the end, towards the end of the game. Arsenal really piled a lot of pressure.
I think because it's at home, I think because they know that City had already drawn the game, this is their chance to catch up. And true enough, they did catch up in the sense that now they are level on points. But as these two big giants are fighting, look who's at number 1. Liverpool sitting pretty on the top by 1 point, right? They're 15 points if I'm not wrong, 1 loss and 5 wins.
Yes,
correct. How do you find that game, Zeng?
To be honest, we're pretty lucky. It was really, credit to Wolves. They played a fantastic game. Actually, if you watch all of the Wolves games over the last 5-6 games, they're actually pretty impressive. In all honesty, if you discount the Forest game, actually Wolves beat Liverpool's press, and players like Lamina, he was so strong on the middle. Really, we were lucky. Thankfully, we got a goal from Konate. And then, Konate gave away the stupid goal. So, yeah, Wolves, they are really a very good side, but they just lack the players. They lost 2 of their main 11, Neto and Kilman. And especially Neto was so last minute. And then, interestingly, they also saw Daniel Prudence. So I think they lack the firepower to really finish the games. But they really have the midfield, and the midfield is really impressive. But I mean, only problem they had was trying to play the ball out on the back. They got caught on a bit, and
Salah's game.
Salah was pretty quiet as usual. I mean, to be honest, really, I know he just kept him. But I mean, really, the whole team wasn't really performing that well. I mean, the only stand-up performer was like Van Dijk, Gravenberch. Even Gravenberch didn't really have a fantastic game.
To not play well and to still win, I mean, that shows a mark of champions, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty lucky game. Right?
I read an article this week also that said that actually Pep is more afraid of Liverpool than he is of Arsenal. He feels that Arsenal is not a complete team yet, but he feels that Liverpool has what it takes to win the title, but Arsenal doesn't. That's what Pep says. I'm just
They've been doing okay, or they've been getting the results even without a full firing.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I did read about this also, this article. I mean, Pep was saying, because he doesn't know, honestly. He doesn't know slot, style of play and everything. So it's like, I have to go watch the videos again and trying to find out how Slot plays his football. So, I mean, he knows Arsenal in and out. He knows Klopp in and out. I mean, they've been against each other for like, 7-8 seasons? And then Arteta was like another, 6-7 seasons? So they know each other inside out. So for Slot, it's pretty new. And to do what he's doing now. So it kind of worries him a bit. But of course, Pep is a great tactician.
What's the major change? Gameplay versus
definitely more control in terms of the possession. I mean, they don't
so it's more adverse.
More adverse, and then
more risk adverse.
I mean, it's definitely more possession based. I mean, we play a lot more. We control the game better. We don't rush into things. We don't press like Klopp style, genuine pressing, heavy metal football. It's a bit more control. So it's like when to go, when not to go, when to when to spread through wings, when to control the back line especially, and when to bring the ball up. Yeah, instead of just play the back passes, the safety passes and all. So it's pretty refreshing, pretty different. Although, I mean, for those who don't watch Liverpool much, I think they would think that it's not much difference. But yeah, I mean, the initial stage, you don't really see a lot of difference. But as you gradually watch the game, you can see, how it's more control.
Maybe that's why Salah's not clicking under a different manager. He just feels that the style of play or the tempo of play is just a little bit different from what he's used to, and then maybe that's why he's not clicking.
I mean, I agree with the heavy metal football. Klopp was like, just rush out. I will if I have that small window and chance to trade it through, I will try. Just try.
But you look at all these, I wouldn't say newer teams, but like younger teams. You look at your Brightons, you look at Aston Villas, you look at Ipswich. All these fellas are also playing the same style of heavy metal now, which they just want to suffocate you at the top. They press high and try to win the ball in your half or in your third, right? And I don't know, for some of them it's working, right?
But I thought about Ipswich game was damn good.
The 2-2 draw?
Yeah.
You watched the game?
Yeah.
What were you impressed by?
Rory Delap's son.
Liam Delap.
I was very impressed with the back Davis.
Yes, Liv Davis.
I was telling Zeng is 100% Liverpool kind of player.
Yeah.
Like Robertson can cross, or he's super high density player.
What nationality?
Delap? Or
No,
Davis?
not Delap, the Davis.
Davis is English.
Oh.
Solid. Really.
Yeah. So actually,
Playing through passes to the striker from the middle. No. Wow.
So this
It's impressive, yeah.
Yeah, it's Spurs, they have some pretty good young players. Delap was from former City player. Hutchinson is pretty impressive for Englishman. Skills set on the ball. Beating players is very, very, very fast. So former Chelsea boy. Yeah. So and then
Not like young players.
yeah, they have a lot of young players. So and then they got Tuzambe from United. They have Calvin Phillips also from City.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Phillips, yeah.
He was okay lah. I think the other guy, Taylor.
Yeah.
He was also good.
Yeah, and then they signed this Irish guy, Smodix from Blackburn also. It was pretty impressive in the championship. So took a step up.
Interesting. Okay. Moving on. to the
Moving
next
on.
Game. Just want to highlight that Everton recorded their first win, guys. Well done. Despite all the losses and draws previously, this is their first win of the season. 2-1 against Crystal Palace. I'm surprised that they got their win against Crystal Palace.
I was keeping an eye on the game, like when they went to injury time. I was just keeping an eye whether
they're going to get 2-2.
Yeah, almost all of us were just like,
Yeah, because I mean, Crystal Palace not an easy team to play against. But yeah, surprising that they managed to get their win. The next one and most impressive one for me was Chelsea-Brighton. Chelsea-Brighton was a good game. 4-2 Chelsea won with Cole Palmer scoring 4 goals.
all the goals were in first half. Right?
Yes.
So he's actually the record setter.
Yeah.
Was the only Premier League player to score 4 goals in one half.
Yeah. It's quite impressive. I think, and we talked about this last time as well, about how Jadon Sancho is coming into the team and how he's been really impressive. And I think I texted the group chat saying that he's really impressive as well. Yeah, he recorded another assist. The team seems to be clicking, and I think if nobody is actually going to focus on them, they might just creep their way up, and I think they can win some trophy this year.
I mean, I didn't catch the game. Do you think that the fluidity of the formation is helping them?
Yeah, because I watched
the gameplay is very fluid.
So I watched Brighton quite a bit, right? And Brighton has been impressive, whether it's been against Manchester United, whether it's been against all the big teams, even Manchester City. They've been very compact. They've been very low block. And yeah, they play good football. Quick passing, play through the wings, and they move the ball up quickly. But against Chelsea, Chelsea really just exploited them. Chelsea played, I think, 3 players up top to push their defenders a lot lower, and they just sprayed the long balls, and they had so much acres of space for Sancho to just like one touch, collect the ball, dribble, do some step overs, and create chances.
Run at the defense.
Yeah, a lot. I don't know why Brighton set up that way, but it was very.
But I noticed that Brighton, from time to time, they have such games where they just collapse. This is one of them.
Yeah,
I think last season, one or 2 games.
but they didn't really collapse. They scored 2 goals.
They just suddenly, they just. I mean, but you don't let in 4 goals.
I mean, let's
The 4 goals, one
give it.
of it is a free kick.
Yeah,
Unstoppable
Palmer's 4
free
goals
kick.
were pretty impressive. I mean, they're not like,
The other one was a clear-cut penalty that Jadon Sancho got.
Yep.
Yeah. The other 2 goals, of course, you don't let those kind of goals go in. But still, I think very impressive by Chelsea. I think as this Chelsea team is starting to click a little bit more, they seem to be coming together quite well.
Enzo is playing well.
Yeah.
In Maresca is a very good manager. I mean, he learned from the likes of Pep. And based on his tactics, he's really attacking the wings a lot. So it's actually, especially teams who play a lot of overlapping fullbacks, he will attack the space behind the fullbacks that so you can see the West Ham game, especially Chelsea West Ham, how much.
That's the 6-2, is it?
Yes, the one, yeah. Is it 6-2?
Yeah, I think so, 6-2.
Yeah, so
Chelsea West Ham 6-2.
yeah, so especially the left, West Ham's right back, Wan-Bissaka, which was very surprising when he was like keep pushing up to the penalty box, and then there was so much gap, and then Chelsea just keep exploiting. So the save for
Chelsea Wolves is 6-2.
oh sorry. So what was the West Ham score?
Chelsea West Ham.
Closer.
3-0.
Yeah.
3-0. So there was a lot of space on where Jackson and Sancho would just exploit for the fullback. So this is what they've been doing. So you can see Brighton game quite similar. Most of the goals all came from the left side. So where Sancho is, where Jackson always likes to prowl. So they will use Sancho to drag the fullbacks in, and then Jackson will just run behind, and there's a very big gap. And then when the centre backs come in, so where Palmer comes in, creates all the mayhem. So pretty impressive. So, and to be honest, I said from the start when I watched Chelsea Man City, if they can find a really prolific striker like a Lewandowski kind of striker, they will be scary. They will be scary. One to watch.
Yep.
Also, you got an assist maker of Cole Palmer.
And he can score 4 goals in a game. You're a free kick taker, you're a penalty taker.
I'm sick.
Yeah, that's really quite impressive. I guess all the guys who brought him on for FPL must be licking their lips at this. You did?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Okay. The final game we'll talk about for this weekend is
You
the
just don't make the mistake of bringing me out of the team. Our dear friend
Terence. Yes. Shout out to Terence for bringing Cole Palmer out of his team.
and Haaland.
The last game of this weekend that we'll talk about, we'll just spend like 2 seconds to talk about this game, is the Man U Spurs game of 3.
Okay, guys, that's all.
Okay. 3-0 and a red card. Nothing else to say. Kwok feels that the red card was undeserved. Do you want to share why?
I didn't think there's any malice, but the letter of the law is if your tackle is higher
Higher than the ball.
it warrants a dangerous play. So
Yeah.
I guess I can see why it was
Given now. Yeah.
red. The red card actually took away some of the impact of the game on Man U.
Yeah. Of course.
Like, I wouldn't think that the red card would have affected the scoreline. In fact, maybe it could have been more with 11 players. The team wasn't playing. Nobody was playing football for Man U. I was just watching Spurs attack.
No, I think there were some good
In the first
attacking
half,
points in the first half. Before the red card happened, I think there was some pretty decent build-ups, like Mainu giving the ball back to Zeng. He just didn't connect well, but he forced a save out of the goalkeeper. There were chances, and then the cross that Rashford made to, what's the boy's name? Garnacho, and Garnacho slammed it against the fence. I mean, the post. There were, what's the word called? Like,
Glimpse.
glimpses of hope that the game
hope
turned around.
Spurs got like 4-5-0 first half.
I mean, Onana made some really good saves. I mean, he really stepped up his game. He really made some good saves there. The one-on-ones, he saved 2 one-on-ones.
I still don't rate him lah.
Yeah. He saved 2 one-on-ones, and he saved a rebound after the one-on-one.
Rebound after one.
So he saved the one-on-one. The ball came out, and the guy was going for a second one. He just jumped on the ball and held it, even as the guy was kicking it. Which, if we play on Sunday League, we would definitely have kicked through all the way lah. So, oops. But
in all honesty, Spurs were shit. Even though they won 3-0.
yeah, interestingly, so what Zeng is saying is correct. So I was reading some of the British articles. They say that despite Spurs winning, they think that this manager, how do you pronounce Postecoglou? We need Terence to do this. But this guy, they say that he's going to be sacked by the end of the season. I mean, by the end of by Christmas. Yeah, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't very impressive in the first 5 games this season, and I think he was like under a bit of pressure. And to be honest, I watched the Spurs Man U game. Really, to be honest, I mean, the way Man U were playing, Spurs couldn't. I mean, they would give another team on any given day, which, like, let's say Liverpool City, first half would have been gone 6-7-0. No sweat. Spurs couldn't even capitalize on the poor Man U game.
Werner missed.
Yeah, Werner was Werner was so wasteful. So, I mean, they opened up the whole Man U team, but they just couldn't finish. So, it's really, I mean, 3-0 is 3-0. I mean, you can't take the result away. It's still a thrashing in a way. But, I mean, trust me, it could have been so much worse against any other team that was more clinical.
I agree. So also the like I make the point, the red card actually took away some impact on the loss. I'm sure there are some fans that are saying, we lost because we got red card. But if you really watch the game, you have known that even before the red card, we already lose already.
Yeah. I just think that some of the players haven't bought into the philosophy of the football, and I'm excited actually to see that now with Bruno getting the red card, and he'll be suspended for 2 matches because it's a straight red, so 3 matches. So because he's been suspended for 3 matches, who we're going to play and how our midfield is going to set up. And I think this is going to be interesting for us for the next 3 games because it's not tough matches either, I don't think.
Villa, Brentford.
Villa's going to
It's
be
tough, it's tough, it's tough.
Villa is tough. Villa is tough.
Porto,
Porto is not count.
Manchester United is sitting at 13th position in the table right now.
Villa, Brentford, and West Ham.
13th. After this weekend, we're 13th here. So it is going to be tough. All the other teams above us are playing really good football. We've got Liverpool in the top, Manchester City followed by Arsenal.
Don't say above. I think below also playing better football.
Below us, we have Everton.
Everton also play better football. I rather watch it. I want
Ipswich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rather watch them play than the current menu game. There's no plan, no idea. Bruno is just running around.
Postecoglou, that's his name. That's right.
Bruno is just running around. When I watch the games, I always see, you know how they man mark, right? A lot of times Bruno just leaves his man, goes around chasing the ball. I don't think it's even necessarily pressing the football. Like I think the Saints game that we lost, he was pressing the football.
Yeah. That's right.
So the question is, what this Menu's can play? What's Menu style? Are they playing a 4-3-3? Are they playing 4-2-3-1? Are they playing 4-2-1-3?
It depends whether it's in possession or out of possession. So I know in possession, the fullbacks like to come in. One fullback will come in, right? But
Is an inverted fullback?
an inverted fullback, like how Pep used to play lah. I don't think they're playing that style.
They still do. But now they're moving to a different, like a lot of new tactics this year. You can see from Spurs, you can see from Liverpool, you can see from City. They're not playing the inverted fullbacks anymore. They're playing, call it the 2-3-5. So it's where the fullbacks are actually pumped in the middle, both fullbacks, and then you only have 2 centre backs on the back. And then the 5 players will be out the box. So as you can see, Arsenal game, see the 5 players are all on the box. So even for Spurs also, you see Udogi and you see Porro, they weren't like overlapping on the far. They were like smack right in outside the
Circle.
box.
But that's higher lah.
Yeah, so it's
that's
like
higher when you have the possession.
yes, still in possession. So but when the guys are dropping in, I think a lot of teams are playing double pivot now, 2 center, 2 defensive mids in defense, and then when they attack, it goes into 1 defensive mid with 2 number 8s.
Yeah, so many was playing the double pivot, but one of the pivot was the fullback, Dalo. He used to come in.
That was last season's
But that's then okay because then Bruno will go out wide or Mino will go out wide. Then I find what's the point? We must keep a fullback there, right? He's already there. Why do you pull him in?
But nowadays, are fullbacks better at attacking or better at defending?
Fullback is supposed to defend first lah.
I mean, that's what we understand lah, but we know fullbacks who don't defend well lah, but they attack very well, right?
Actually, no ways, man. Look at his stats this year, man. Trust me. I mean, to be honest, when you look as a fullback, as a right back, you go against one of the best left wingers who are fast. You talk about players like Doku. Okay, Trent is not the fastest right back. I mean, you can't compare him with James, Walker.
But his delivery is way above.
But I mean,
The art of crossing is lost.
It's just that, I mean, Trent, he's just under the microscope because, he's Trent, I mean, he's Liverpool. And then he's, one of the best deliveries for, one of the best dead balls kind of player. So when he's under the microscope, every single mistake he makes, they blow it up. So they say he can't defend. But, I mean, look at it. Honestly, I mean, he's not the fastest, so definitely he gets beaten by pace a lot. So I'm sure a lot of players, I mean, there are not many very good one-on-one defenders, fullbacks in the in the PPL. One Bissaka is one of the best. So, but I mean, it's just unfair lah. I mean, he's a pretty good defender, really, to be honest.
He's a fair defender lah.
He's a fair defender. He's a better attacker.
I won't say he's bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's just
But not bad doesn't mean you're not good.
Yeah.
so. I mean, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just find the reason for the fullback to come in, I don't get the point. When I watch Bruno out wide, Meno out wide, receiving the ball at where the fullback is supposed to be. Why not you just leave your center mids at where they're supposed to be?
So I've heard this theory before that if you don't trust your players, then you try and take on their role. So like if, for example, let's say Bruno doesn't believe that his left back can put in a good cross, then he's going to take over that position by moving into that space to be like, okay, you sit back, you're the defender, and then I'm going to collect the ball and do a cross or show you what a cross is like. Yeah.
The whole team cannot cross, actually.
Correct. So at the end of the day, it's all about egos as well, right? You think you can, or the one who knows the best does what he thinks he knows, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I'm just excited to see that when he's not in the team,
Maybe you have some structure or new structure.
correct, to see some proper spine right through the middle and see who is playing. Maybe Anthony will come in, your favorite player. And then, we'll see how the team is actually set up. Interestingly enough, for next week, we're playing against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a pretty good team. They're good on the counter-attack. They're fast. Aston Villa has Morgans, right? Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers, that's right.
It's pretty impressive.
This young midfielder, very impressive. Yeah. So,
Watkins.
yeah, they've got Ollie Watkins. And then the other guy, the other striker, what's his name?
Duran.
Duran.
Yeah.
That's right.
Colombian.
So this Duran and Ollie Watkins also, they don't play together. They play only maybe the last...
like for like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So only the last 20-30 minutes, maybe if one of them comes on, then they'll play together. But if not, for the most part, they haven't really been playing together in a game. Yeah. But it's interesting to see that, because I think Aston Villa is gearing towards playing both of them together eventually. It's just that I guess tactically they haven't sorted it out yet. So Wally and I did predictions last week. So we predicted 3 games. The first one we predicted was United versus Spurs.
Oh, how did it go?
Yeah, I know. I said United was going to win 2-1. Wally said United was going to win 1-0. We all know how that ended. Newcastle versus City. I said Newcastle would lose 2-0. And Wally said that Newcastle will lose 2-1. And then that ended in a 1-1 draw. And Chelsea versus Brighton was the third match that we predicted. Wally said 3-0 to Chelsea. And I said 3-2 to Chelsea. Which was pretty close, yeah. Because it was 4-2.
So the moral of the story is do not bet football.
That's true. So now,
prediction is not our strong suit.
I'm going to pick 3 matches for you guys to predict for next week. The Arsenal guys at the golf course last week predicted...
The Spurs guys, right?
Yeah, the Spurs guys, correct, yeah. They were very accurate in their... not very accurate, but they were a lot more accurate than we were, obviously, because they're Spurs fans and that's what they wanted. But yeah, very good on them. And if anybody has anyone else that we want to go and check out, whether it's going down to one of the football pitches where you guys play 5-a-side or 7-a-side or 11-a-side, we can go down and ask people for predictions as well. But for now, I'm going to get both of you to go head-to-head to predict 3 matches, and I'm going to pick, okay?
Okay.
Let's go with Brighton-Tottenham.
Tottenham. Okay.
Okay.
Last game.
So you all think about that one. Then there's Villa United.
Okay.
Whitewash.
Yep. And then the last one, interesting. Who should we go with? Should we go with Everton Newcastle or should we go with Chelsea Forest?
Everton won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everton won. Who should we go with? Let's go. Unless you guys want the big ones like Crystal Palace, Liverpool.
Yeah, Everton, Newcastle will be fun.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too, because
Newcastle
Everton
will be
just
fun.
won their first
Yeah,
game.
So
Newcastle
draw, got
a draw. Yeah, big draw with City. Everton probably looking for a run of games, and Newcastle actually pretty strong this season as well. Is that okay for you guys?
Yeah.
So we go Everton, Newcastle first. Ready? Everton and Newcastle.
I say 2-1 Newcastle. No, 3-1 Newcastle.
So 1-3, yeah?
Yeah, 1-3.
Okay. Zeng?
I'll go for, as much as Everton got a win last week, I think Newcastle will be a bit too strong for them. 2-1 to Newcastle.
Okay, 1-2 Newcastle. Zeng. All right.
Newcastle win.
Yeah.
All right, next game, Aston Villa United.
Okay. Man U.
Is Man U playing this weekend? This week, midweek?
Yeah,
Friday, we're playing Friday.
yeah.
Friday?
Porto. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Villa is playing Bayern.
Ooh.
So this is
So they won't play their major players, like they'll just go to the slaughters. Yeah, that's true.
maybe in the 70s. It's tough. I mean,
Go, your first, go. Villa United.
4-1.
Villa 4? Wow. Okay. Even without Bruno. Excellent. Okay. Zeng?
I think this will be interesting lineup. I think both playing midweek big games, Man U, Porto, Villa, Bayern. Very interesting. I think I'll go for a draw. 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
I just want Man U to lose so that they can make some changes.
You want Ten Hag to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Last one, Brighton. Spurs.
Think Brighton will bounce back?
Don't know. That's why.
Brighton also has both of us.
You said it was a
Yeah.
glitch, right?
Oh, how come Son didn't play?
Son was injured.
Yeah, so the whole focal point of passing to Son or Son getting the ball and being the focal point wasn't there.
Correct. I think if that was the case, we would have won.
No, lah.
No. No way. Sorry, no way.
I think with 12 players, we'll still lose.
I'm wearing Chelsea clothes today because I'm really impressed with Chelsea's football, by the way. But yeah.
No, I think with Son it would have been worse.
Okay. Brighton Spurs. Let's go.
3-2 Brighton.
Wow. Okay. Quok says 3-2.
As much as Spurs coming off a big win, I think Spurs playing midweek. I know Brighton are not.
Spurs probably playing midweek, yeah.
Yeah, let me check it. Let me take a look. Wow. They're playing on Friday morning, so I'll go for Brighton 3-2.
Oh, same.
Same.
Okay. No change. Both of y'all. All right. Excellent. So we've got our predictions in. Let's move on to FPL. I refuse to talk about it because I scored 20 points.
How did you score 20 points?
How did I score 20 points? Let me break it down, boy.
Yes, please
First,
do.
I was very upset and I told my wife, I forgot to set my team. But it's okay. 22 points. Oh, I got
you
2
got
bonus
22
points. Oh, steady.
Not too bad.
Okay, so I got 1 for Raya. I think because he's celebrating Hari Raya. Don't know
No, I
what's
think
going on.
for-
He's been really good for me the last few times, but that's okay. Dalot got 0, deservedly so because United lost 3-0. Pedro Porro with 5, Konsa with 1, Alexander Arnold, who was my captain, thinking that they were going to annihilate Wolves. I put him as my captain and he got 2 points. Miserable.
That's already said in the first episode. Never
Bet on Liverpool.
place your captain's pick.
Oh.
I mean, this is a different.
It depends on some defenders. At least I didn't put my captain as Bruno Fernandes. He was -6. Although I don't know why now it says -2, but I'm happy with that.
-6 was the one that triple captain him.
Oh, I see. Okay. Saka got me 3 points. Smith Rowe got me 3. Tillemans 2. Haaland 2. And Nicholas Jackson with 5. And the highest individual scoring guy that I have is on my bench.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. But I have no tips, obviously, for FPL this week. Down to you guys. How did you guys do?
I'm above average. So
Same.
55.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, I have 52.
Hmm.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Carvalho got 6 points, which was on my bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you gonna probably bring any players in this week? Are you looking to trade up?
definitely looking to get rid of Garnacho.
Get rid of Garnacho.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was pretty. I mean, based on the first 5 games, he wasn't really. I mean,
He wasn't
gave the
starting.
point. He wasn't starting,
He
but I
wasn't
mean,
starting.
he got points on the first game week and the fourth game week.
Talking about that, right? Garnacho cannot get, like, for some reason, I think it's fair to them and just cut on the right. I mean, I miss having traditional wingers that are bombing down the flanks and hitting the byline.
You got to see the kind of strikers that are playing. I mean, for Man U, you're playing Zeng. Zeng, it's like he claims he's a 9.5, right? But to be honest, his link-up play is still not there. I mean, he's still new to the team. He's not.
They started crossing the ball after Zeng left.
Hoyland.
Ridiculous thing.
So it's like, I mean, you have to depend on what kind of strikers you're playing with. So like back to if you want to play the kind of crossing balls, I'm surprised that City didn't do that against Arsenal. With Arsenal playing such a high line in the penalty box, they could have just just keep whipping balls in.
But their whipper is not there, what?
Yeah,
Bruno.
De Bruyne. So I think that was one of the main reasons why they lost they drew with Newcastle. They lacked the creativity, and Foden is not coming in, and it's not impacting the game like it used to. So yeah, I mean, you have good wingers, Savinho, Doku, but they're not like City of the past where Mahrez, Alvarez, all these were goal scorers. These were wingers who could score. And then, I mean, Savinho is pretty impressive. I mean, he's got all the trickery, but I mean, and Doku, all the speed in the world, but just no end product.
No end product.
Yes, one of the worst end products.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one of the downfalls for City. So so I think maybe just to get rid of Garnacho, and then I don't know. I'd love to get Palmer in. I don't have Palmer in, but
So sad.
it's tough.
Can you trade him out?
I did a wild card.
Get rid of Salah. Salah playing like shit. I mean, Salah playing like not very good, but
Okay, so back to your earlier point about Salah, is it that, because of slot style of play that,
he's just getting used to it.
It's not. I mean, it actually evolved from last couple of seasons back where, he knows he's getting on age. He's not beating players anymore. So actually, Salah has actually kind of evolved his play. It's actually not that kind of like speedy winger down the wing, beating players kind of thing. He's actually more of a creator. If you look at his stats last season,
Assists.
Salah, he's actually higher than Trent in terms of assists.
Trent didn't have a good season.
Yeah, Trent didn't have a good season, but I mean, it's pretty impressive stat last season where he kind of got double digits on his assists. So, I mean, if you watch him, he still frustrates a lot of Liverpool fans. I mean, he's getting by shots and stuff, trying to beat players and all, but I mean, he's working on his vision. He's actually created, I mean, to be honest.
That's why he cut his hair.
I mean, the only frustrating part last season on the receiving end was most of the balls went to Nunes. And Nunes couldn't finish from that. So, but I mean, if you really look at some of his highlights last season, how he played, especially his trademark output, crosses in, just lack the finishing and the finishes. So yeah. So I'll still keep Salah. I mean, Salah has been in my team since day one. He's always been my captain, one way or another.
You might want to get him out soon, because if you look through the match day 8 and match day 9, which is the following 2 weekends after next weekend, Liverpool are playing Chelsea, followed by Arsenal, followed by Brighton. And in between that, if you guys are playing Champions League or UEFA Cup or any one of those leagues, it's going to be rough, man.
Yeah, actually for our next
fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, actually after that, Aston Villa
6,
again.
7 games will be actually quite... Actually, our next 9 games, actually...
All the way until
But Jota came on, right?
match day 11.
He came on in assisted.
He played. He started actually.
Or he scored.
match day 11.
He assisted. Yeah.
And he played well.
He played well. Actually, it was surprising. It was quite frustrating because I took out Jota because he started midweek. And then I brought in Diaz because, his form reversed.
I also bring the
So actually, to be honest, Liverpool's next 10 games will define the season, really. So, Nacho will be my first to go, and then slowly, I mean, I did, as I mentioned earlier, I tried a wild card to bring in, to fit Salah, to fit Gabriel, to fit Haaland, and to fit Palmer in. Wow, I have to take out Watkins, which was, well, it's a bit tough.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
It is tough.
I'm just gonna wait for Liverpool Chelsea after that game, and then I'll decide on Palmer again. Hopefully, he doesn't score a trick again in the next 2 games.
Yeah, that's true.
This season I see a lot of people utilizing their wild card very early.
Yes.
Like Wally was second week wild card, second week wild card, test wild card last week.
Yep.
And then you put Palmer on the bench.
Crazy guy. Crazy people doing crazy things.
Yeah.
All right, and we look forward to all those games on the weekend. We look forward to FPL as well. I think that's about it for this episode of SG Fan Talk. Yeah, we shall wrap it up. You guys, think, are we going to see you again soon?
Hopefully, you know, I will definitely make time for it.
But the only reason why you can't make it is because you play football, right?
Yeah, I play football on Tuesdays. I play with a group of, I would say, mostly Liverpool guys.
Fans.
Yeah,
Okay.
Liverpool fans. But I mean, there's a few mixtures here and there.
Okay.
Where they all play?
But
We play at Ulu Pandan. So what's the name of the pitch?
Sky Park.
Sky Park.
Skype Ulu Pandan, yes, I've been there
Yeah,
a couple
Sky
of
Park Ulu
times.
Pandan. So they just
Wait,
relay the pitch.
7 aside?
7 aside. Yeah, so they just
The main
relay
pitch lah, yeah.
the main pitch.
Parking is $2, right?
Yes, parking is $2.
I remember. Yeah.
And wow, parking is horrendous there. I mean, we got to wait. We got to
For the
queue
previous
outside.
guys to leave.
No, actually, it's because of the academy. They have academy.
Oh, you all play
training.
7 to 9.
No, we play 9-11. So the academy is there 7 to 9. There's academy training. One of the pictures.
So the parents can pick up the kids.
So all the parents will be there waiting.
Our Monday group's moving to Rainforest.
Yeah.
Following week
What Monday group?
with
Only that group. Moving
Moving to Rainforest?
Yeah.
Where's Rainforest now?
Villa.
Oh, that's too far, man.
Actually,
It's nearer, dude.
Then Dempsey?
yeah,
Not in MC lah, but I mean it's nearer. It's still near.
Where?
it's more convenient.
You know,
West Coast Highway lah.
yeah, West Coast Highway.
All the way ah.
It's definitely more convenient. Really? Yeah, and this turf because for rugby use as well, they have a softer layer over. I don't know. I'm not playing it out.
Yeah.
What do you play there?
When are you guys starting at Haw Villa? In 2 weeks time.
At MC.
Maybe we'll go down and take a look. They also have 7 sides?
They have three pitches,
Yeah.
same size. I don't know what they're playing. 8 or
Okay.
8 is.
Either side.
Okay, excellent. Well, it was good having you on board today, Zeng. Thank you
It's a
for
pleasure to be here, man.
thank you for joining us. Please join us more often. And
I'll do my best.
yeah, and if you guys wanna like, subscribe, and share and follow our podcasts, please do. We will be here for the rest of the season, hopefully. We all have a lot of things going on. I will be taking a break after October 17th, and then hopefully the guys will pick it up from there, and then I'll be back again. But we hope to see you guys every week on our podcast at SG Fan Talk. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Yeah.